Joelle B, owner of JNS Credit Solutions. How you guys doing today? I know I created my YouTube channel. This is where I will actually give you business tips, personal development tips, and motivational tips. Definitely want to share you some things that I've went through when I started my business last year. I had started a credit company. It's called JNS Credit Solutions, and training was definitely intense for me because um, I was carrying the burden of having a failed business. So when I wanted to entertain the idea of starting another business, I knew my credit wasn't good and I had to work on it because one, I'm trying to move, and at that time I was having issues with my car, and I knew my score was bad, but I wasn't getting paid enough, and I was really working long hours but not making up in money for it, and I was getting frustrated because of it. So um when I started that company, I I actually um tried everything that I learned. I actually put to action. I was actually my first customer. One thing that one of my mentors told me is to be a product of your product, or be a member of your product, or be your own customer, pretty much. So if you're your own customer, why would I buy from you? If I'm promoting myself to someone, say, hey, I just started a credit repair company, hey, join my business. It's not that easy. And at that time, I knew that it wasn't going to be easy. I knew I had to learn and put myself through the courses and network with the amount of people. Now, when I compare myself from my first business was Eye Candy Curls, and that was a bundles business. And I even sold cosmetics, where it was Forever Benesh, and I was making body butters from scratch. I had a lot going on at that time, and it was good. Business was good for me. People say, "Oh, you out here hustling, you grinding." Excuse my daughter in the background. But I always had this I like making money, and then it's like a lot of the stuff that I want is not cheap. And I'm not really into labels and stuff like that, but I like to, I always wanted to travel, or I try to do activities, locally with the family. And that's something that I was always big on. So I was happy at that time. I didn't really see bigger at that time last year. So when I was actually working for a company, just to kind of continue to get an idea of, I never owned a business like this before. So let me see what it's like. I've done taxes, right? And I didn't, learning it is one thing, but once you learn something, what do you do with it? You have to apply. And it's so crazy how so many people will say 95% of people could take the information, but only 5% will actually do it. That number sounds alarming to me. So I knew that wasn't me. So I went ahead and built my business from scratch. I had my setbacks, but one thing that I knew was I gave it a heartbeat. I've been gaining my clients. I have done, I dealt with cancellation, writing scripts and hiring the people. It was so many stuff that I was learning on the go that now I've learned how to expand, and now I understand it better. So what I want to do on this page is to definitely reach out to you guys that are new to business, help you on your journey, because I've paid for coaches, I've paid for mentors. Some of them help, others was like, but they gave you great information. One thing I will never say is I love their work ethic. I love their drive. I love their ambition. They're all about paying it forward. The thing that I didn't see at that time was, what is it? What is it? When you're so set in your emotion, you let it block the vision, and you can't let it do that. Mindset was one thing that every person that's successful can tell you. Your mindset, your mindset, your mindset. Why is that? If you're not paying attention, then clearly that 95% and 5% is what they're talking about. When they're talking about those 1 to 3% millionaires of the world, those are the 5% of people who took the same information the 95% took, and they did something with it. And the thing is, it's attainable and it's within your reach, because we're all living an equal life opportunity. So I want to be able to create that space for you guys and root for you guys and cheer you guys on. So if you reach out to me, let me know your business idea. I could probably help you. I can put you in touch with people that are within my network. Now, 4 years ago, I didn't know what relationship marketing was. I didn't know what personal branding was. I didn't know what it meant to build a business. I started something 4 years ago, but right now, my new commitment was the next time I start a business, I'm not going to let it go no matter what. Now we're in a pandemic, and that's hard. Woo, if I tell you how my anxieties has been going crazy, I'm sorry, y'all. My lashes look like they about to fall out. I'm happy that I put on my lashes, and it was not my magnet lashes. I was so upset. The magnet lashes was clutch for me because I didn't have to deal with it. But this was a little ratch. I took the magnet thingy and whatever. We used it as glue, but it held together. So I'm kind of happy. These are nice, right? And I cut my hair. If I tell you the amount of people that I talk to, the amount of influence that I've built in a short period of time is amazing. And it's like sometimes I tell people, you guys realize I'm still new, right? I'm still new in this industry. Yes, I've gained a lot of experience. My learning curve shortened because of the people that I chose to connect with. I wanted to start hanging around successful people. It may not have to be celebrity status people, but as long as people that's within your reach, within your community, those that are local to you that are making those six-figure numbers. You want to make seven figures? I'm on roadmaps to seven figures right now as we speak. Now, I hit my low money goal. Now I have a high money goal, and now I'm ready to shoot for that. And the fact that I expanded, God has blessed me tremendously, and I am so happy. I'm dealing with growing pains of a business. I watch my last jobs keeps calling themselves a startup, and I couldn't understand it. I'm like, you are not a startup. You built this. This is big. How don't you see it? How don't you see it? The thing is, he do see it, but he don't see it outside physically. It's not enough. It's not where he needs it to be. So when I learned the types of income, right? When you have a job, JOB, I didn't even know the acronym of it. Just over broke. I said, say what? No, no just over broke here. No, thank you. We do not claim that over here. It is wealth after wealth after wealth. That's what I'm creating. Generational wealth is what I want for my kids, because my reason why I started my business, especially from last year, my credit company, was I wanted to build a company for each one of my kids. That was my goal. My goal is to build a company for each one of my kids. And then it went to thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to choose my kids' career just for them. So I tried to get them to tell me what they want to do. So my son told me he wants to get into graphic arts. Now, do you know he did not help me? He did not even help me with making my posts and my content. You know, like I want to be able to cut the curve for a lot of you guys, because I spend a lot of money, and you can save time. You can save time. You can save time. I'm going to say that again. You can save time and money if you can just create your vision, create your path. You know, you always hear people say, yes, if you see it, if you could believe it, it can happen. It might sound like fluff to some of you. It may sound like whatever. But the fact that you can speak things into existence, and it's even mentioned in the Bible, you don't even have to be religion. But if you know law of attraction, then you know that is some truth behind that. Now, 95% of people are being controlled by their subconscious mind. That don't sit well with me. So lately, since this year started, I've been more aware of things, and it had me thinking, what have I been doing with myself? Yes, I've been doing a lot. Yes, I've been working. Yes, I've been moving. That's how hard I am on myself, because I didn't think I was disciplined enough. And when I look at so much that I accomplished and where I came from, you know, God bless you in his time, and a lot of the time it's the best time, because you get to learn as you become more aware. You can learn from your mistakes. The only way you can learn from your mistakes if you're willing to open up your mind. But let me not bore you guys anymore. I got carried away. But for the most part, I'm going to start creating video series on credit tips and tips with starting your business. So you want to have a business blueprint. What's your business plan? What are your business funding options? What does your credit look like right now? Do you have business credit? What is business credit? I said a lot, right? So I want to get you guys the information. So definitely reach out, subscribe. If you're not following me on my social media platform, definitely reach out to me. I want to definitely share the wealth. The best way to become, the best way to actually benefit from something that, from the seed that you planted, is by, helping other people plant their seeds. This is where the real blessing begins, because as you create something for them, what you already created was there all along, but it's just now it multiplied into something that you couldn't imagine. And I love the idea of that. Oh my gosh, just talking to other people and then seeing what I've been through, and actually, you know sometimes the small success are the best successes, because it was those small ones that started something for you to continue to build, so you can hit and achieve the success that you wanted for yourself this whole time. So a lot of the times you have to do self-reflection. It's definitely important, and I want to be that guidepost for you guys. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a good day.